Hello and welcome to another Roberts walkthrough video. This time we're doing the Rambler Mini. This is a DAB FM radio with an integrated lithium-ion battery. I'll just give you a quick overview of the buttons. So we have the favorite button, which could be used for storing and recalling presets. We have the info and menu button, which cycles through information on the screen with a short press. Or if I press and hold it, it can enter a menu, and I can also use it to exit menus. There's mode, which allows it to cycle between DAB, FM, and Bluetooth. These buttons here, the forwards and backwards, are used for choosing the next or previous item in a menu, or also for scanning and tuning the radio. And then this button here is an enter button. So you can think of it as left, right, and enter. And we have the dial here, which is a push to turn on and off, and a dial which adjusts the volume. On the base of the product, you'll find this QR code, which you can scan with your phone and get access to a complete manual. The antenna on the back, which you can unclip and then raise like this. We also have a headphone output, a USB-C charging point, and also there's this switch here, which is a lock switch. Please note, when this switch is showing a red icon, this now means that none of the buttons on the top will do anything. This is a travel lock feature. To use the product, we first of all have to make sure this switch is off. So, for the first use, you would want to extend the aerial, but for the purposes of filming, I'm just going to keep it down. And we're going to turn it on by pushing the power button. And because it's the first time I've switched this unit on, it's doing a DAB scan. So this is now searching for radio stations, and the number of radio stations it's found will show in the top here. I can adjust the volume like this, switch it off, and if I switch it back on, it will remember the radio stations and it should go straight back into playing. If I want to change the radio station I'm playing, I simply push the right or left buttons to choose a new radio station. Let's choose Radio 2. And there it is. I can cycle through the information that's displayed by pushing the I button. That shows me the signal strength, the radio station details, the frequency, and the streaming quality, the date, and a few other details. If I want to save that radio station as a preset, I push and hold the heart button, and I can now choose a slot. Now this is Radio 2, so I'm going to put it into slot 2. And this button here is the enter button. It says favorite saved. So now if I choose a different radio station, like Radio 4, if I want to now recall my preset, I short press the heart button, and it says recall favorite. I go right and choose preset number 2, and it'll now recall the radio station in slot 2, which I saved as Radio 2. Other modes it's got FM, and to tune it, I can push this button one at a time and it'll go up manually, or I can push and hold to scan. Now the right arrow will scan up in frequency. Just let it find a station. And the left will scan down in frequency. Another feature this product has is Bluetooth, and by switching the mode, I can enter the Bluetooth mode, and when it's showing Bluetooth, you should be able to find the product in your phone's Bluetooth settings and simply connect to it. So a couple of other features I just want to show you. So I'm going to go back to DAB mode. It may be that you've taken the product into a different area, or you need to do a rescan of frequencies. To do that, I'm going to push and hold this button here, which enters the menu. And the first item that comes up is scan. And I can push the enter button, and that will redo a scan. Other features in the menu, we have prune. So prune, if you go to a new area and you do a scan, some radio stations that are in the memory may not be available. And prune will remove the radio stations that it didn't find in the last scan. So it just keeps it tidy. DRC is dynamic range control, which is for using it in a loud environment. And there's a sleep timer as well. Should you wish to, you can choose a time, say 15 minutes. And that means that now after 15 minutes, the radio will switch itself off.
Until the next time.
There's a system menu, which allows you to set various things, including the brightness of the display. And there's also a factory reset, which allows you to clear the memory and all the presets. If I switch to FM mode, in the FM mode menu, there's an item called scan setting, which basically tells it how sensitive the radio is when it's scanning. Local means it will only stop or only latch on to stations that are very strong in signal. Or there's distant, which means it'll look for more distant radio stations with a weaker signal. And that's a quick overview of the Roberts Rambler Mini. Thank you for watching.